All right, it's Tuesday. What is it, June 7th? And we survived another night here. We're on Black Lake. Last night a cold front pushed through and a pretty significant rainstorm came in. I had my tarp set up weird above my hammock, that it was too close to it and water started dripping in, but we had a savior. His name was Jacob, and he saved the day for us. So my hammock did not get too wet on the inside, but we're gonna push through today, and we're gonna go into Hard Time Lake as our goal today. Anything else will be a bonus. We have a 500-meter portage into a beaver pond, a 100-meter portage into another beaver pond, then another 500-meter portage into Black Mandon Lake, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And then we have a 300-meter portage into Hard Time Lake, which we are to stay the night there. And if we're feeling a little better about ourselves today, that we can push on, we might get into Middle Wildcat Lake and then into Wildcat Lake, but those are 700-meter portages, and then another 700-meter portage to get into Wildcat. But we'll see how ambitious we are. But our main goal is Hard Time Lake today. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's kind of overcast. You can see it's kind of gloomy. Gloomy would be the adjective, Jacob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gloomy's an adjective, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is an adjective.
Adjectives are what?
Describe a noun.
They describe a noun. That's what an adjective. Okay, that's what an adjective does. Is it describes a noun. But Black Lake's a beautiful lake. Sorry, I did not catch a fish here at Black Lake. I tried really hard, but Black Lake did not produce a fish for Nicholas. So I'm a little hungry and I want to get some food in my system. Maybe we'll catch a fish today. If we don't, that's okay. But looking forward to what today's adventure brings us. Okay, we have made it through that 500-meter portage. There were some down trees. Trail crew hasn't been here yet. And now we have to go through this beaver pond. This is the first time this beaver pond's ever been documented on YouTube, so this is pretty exciting. The downfall is that because we went through this marshy area, is we kicked up a bunch of mosquitoes and they've decided to become our best friends. And yeah, this is our life now. This is where we went through that massive marshy area here. We came from all the way back there to come through here. And now we're going to hook up some ropes to the canoe and we're gonna get through this little path, watery path. Once we get in the beaver top pond, we'll hop in and we'll journey to the back of that beaver pond for another 100-meter portage into another beaver pond, I think. and then we have a 500 meter portage. So this took us about an hour to do. So Jacob, anything you want to add?
These bugs are, it's a lot better now that I've been at them.
Yeah. So what we do, folks, for Outdoor Adventure Club. Many of you guys don't realize the challenges that we face to bring you solid, good outdoor experiences. And yeah, this is just one of the many challenges that we're going to face, are these 50,000 mosquitoes that want to just want to get after us. Love the wind. Love the wind. Goodbye, mosquitoes. Jacob, do you know the wind song?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Is there a wind song?
I think there is. It's like, wind, come blow the flies away. Oh, wind, take the mosquitoes today. You are the wind, you are our friend. Can't you see? Take the mosquitoes away from me. Oh, wind, won't you take those mosquitoes away from me? You are a friend, your name is wind. Oh, yes, sirree. Take the mosquitoes away from me. Come on, Jacob. And we are officially in the Beaver Pond, Jacob. Yay! We're the first people to document the Beaver Pond, Jacob.
Yay.
On YouTube. On camera, super exciting. This is a beaver pond on our way to Hard Time Lake. It is a beautiful beaver pond, isn't it, Jacob?
Not really.
You don't like this beaver pond?
No, not really.
Okay. We have a million flies around us.
Yeah.
You have something on your head.
That's my hat?
No, like grab now.
That's my
No,
hat.
no, left, to the left.
To the left.
Right there, that stuff there. Whatever that thing is right there. You got, yeah. Yeah, you got a little lily pad action or something going on there. And then down here we got a 100 meter portage, so pretty exciting stuff, Jacob. All right, we have just completed that portage there from those beaver ponds into Black Mandon Lake. This is Mandon Lake. That was an 800 meter portage. I know on some maps it says that it's a 500, but it's an 800 is what it is. And this is Black Mandon Lake. It's a really pretty lake, super clear. Doesn't have any fish in it. At least that's what the Creel censuses says. There's no fish in here, but we're gonna paddle through this, and then we have a 300 meter portage into Hard Time Lake. Jacob, anything you want to say?
That was a tough portage.
Yeah, that was a tough portage. The beginning of it's tough. It's really mushy, and then it drops. At the end, there's a steep hill that it drops, but the beginning's the worst part of that portage, the 800 meter portage. Pretty cool. We're the first ones to get this on camera, Jacob, you know?
Yeah.
So the portage out of Black Mandon. So the portage out of Black Mandon, it into Hard Time, it goes up quite a ways. It's only 300 meters, but the beginning of it's kind of brutal, and that is pretty vertical climb that you have to go through, and it's pretty tiring.
Alright guys, we just completed the portage from Black Mandon Lake to Hardtime Lake. And at the end, we had to drag the canoe down because it was very steep and very slippery. And it's best to do it that way rather than carrying it down. So we're on Hardtime Lake now. We're going to go find our campsite. It took us about 5 hours to get from Black Lake to Hardtime Lake. And like I said, we gotta find a campsite and get some food to eat.
All right, it's 6:44. We got a fire going. We got our camp set up. We still got little things to put away and things like that. We looked at all the campsites, and then we made the mistake of thinking that because we're going to portage tomorrow to Wildcat Lake, that we'd get the one up on the portage, but there really is no campsite up on the portage, so we had to come all the way back down the lake. Took us some time, and we're camped out by where the outlet is. There's a creek that runs into some other brook trout lakes that's down there from our campsite. But this is campsite number 2. It's a pretty nice campsite. Yeah, we're just staying here for the night, and then tomorrow we have 2 portages to go through into Middle Wildcat, then into Wildcat Lake, and we should be at Wildcat Lake tomorrow. Didn't get much fishing in. Like, you always think that, oh, I'm gonna fish these lakes and do all that stuff, but on like today we didn't get here till late, so by the time you get camp set up and stuff like that, you need some time to relax and rest, and that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the evening. But we had a good time. Jacob, anything you want to say?
These mosquito nets are a big help.
Yeah, they're amazing. Mosquito nets, amazing. Keep the bugs away. Yeah, little gloves you put on, little things you can do to make your day more pleasurable in bug-infested black fly and mosquito country. That's it. That's it. Just chilling at the campsite on Hardtime Lake. All right, good morning. It is Wednesday. Is it June 7th or June 8th, Jacob? June 8th. And we got camp all packed up. It's 9:30. Good night's sleep. Suns are out today. Bright, clear sky day. And slept good. Got a good fire. Got some good rest. Threw some spinners last night around Hardtime Lake. And didn't do anything. It was just for a little bit. Kind of tired and wore out. So today's going to be, like we said earlier, 2 portages, 700 meter portages, and then we get to Wildcat where we get to have a good time for 2 days. But this lake's got potential for fish. A lot better than Black Lake. There's like an outflow that flows into some other lakes like Backflow Lake and things like that. That I kind of walked down and looked at the stream and things like that. Saw some little brook trout in that stream, so that's kind of cool to be able to see those guys kind of cruising around. But I didn't pull out the fly rod to fish them. So, but we'll try to get some more fishing in on Wildcat Lake on our off day that we have. But yeah, today should be a nice day. Hopefully these portages are easy, and we can get into Wildcat at a reasonable time. But that's all. I mean, that's all I had to report. Trying to make our way to Wildcat. We'll go through Middle Wildcat, or is it Upper Wildcat first? Middle Wildcat, right? Yeah, Middle Wildcat with the 700 meter portage, and out of Middle Wildcat with a 700 some meter portage into Wildcat Lake, and then Wildcat Lake leads into the Sand River that we're gonna float down. If you look right out there is Moose with 2 babies. right, Jacob? Normally I see them with one, I never see them with two. That's kind of cool.
Alright guys, we just finished the portage from Hardtime Lake into Middle Wildcat Lake. And it was a nice and easy portage. A lot of bugs. This lake has some brook trout in it, but we're not going to fish that long. And here's the lake for you. Beautiful lake. Not that big. And yeah, our next portage is 750 meters from here to Wildcat Lake, where we'll be staying for 2 nights.
All right, we just successfully completed that portage into Wildcat Lake from Middle Wildcat Lake. It was not a bad portage at all. It kind of goes up a little bit in the beginning that has a descent. So you're just basically going over hills. What you're doing, there are some down trees, but they're nothing too bad that you can't go around. I am super happy, super excited. This is a beautiful lake. Wildcat Lake is a beauty. A beauty, Jacob.
Yep.
Wildcat Lake is a beauty.
Yeah.
Wildcat Lake is a beauty. Super excited, super pumped to be able to set up camp, rest, relax for the day, have tomorrow off, to be able to just kind of cruise around, see what Wildcat Lake has to offer. Yeah, this is a good feeling. This is that was our last lake portage, or portage, as they say, and we're on to the Sand River after this. But yeah, super relieved that we got that over with. That is now 12:30, so we got to that 10, 11, 12, 2.5 hours to do those 2 portages into Wildcat Lake. Now we're here going to look for a campsite. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, awesome. All right, got a little cutie patootie out of Wildcat Lake. Little guy, let him go. Yeah, we just we got camp set up, and we kind of chilled for a little bit, and now we're just doing a little bit of fishing, and just kind of cruise around the lake, seeing what it's about. Super nice day. All right, just your boy Nick, Outdoor Adventure Club, on an island in Wildcat. It's a really cool island that we're at. I'm having Spanish rice for dinner. We got one little brook trout, and it wasn't worth keeping. He was tiny, and I would have felt bad if we kept that little brook trout. All in all, day was really good. 2 portages were easy; they weren't too difficult. We got our water over there, so this is our campsite. We got our catadine going on over there. If you pan all the way around back there towards the lake, that's our beautiful view that we see. And that direction there is where the Sand River's going to be. That not tomorrow, but the next day we'll be traveling towards that Sand River and going down that Sand River. We got our tent right here. This is Jacob's high-low tent right there. It's set up a little bit of an angle. There's not really too many flat spots on this island. And then back there you can see is my hammock. Trying to get it out of the sun a little bit. And good news about this island is the island is bug-free, pretty much, because there's a high wind. The downfall of the high wind is it's hard to canoe, and we weren't able to get to some fishing spots. But hopefully tomorrow morning we'll get up bright and early and go out, and hopefully, we get into some brook trout. But if we don't, it's fishing. It's what it is. And we had success at Old Woman Lake. Black Lake, not so much success. Hard Time Lake, didn't really get to fish it too much. But I think Wildcat Lake's going to be a good lake. I think it's got some brook trout in it. We're going to see what we can do on Wildcat Lake tomorrow. Jacob, is there anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's nice to have a day off. It's nice to have a day off tomorrow. Not have to portage all over the place. And just kind of chill, relax, get a little fishing in, read some books, do some things like that, and yeah, maybe have another Spanish rice tomorrow. All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is our 0 day here on Wildcat Lake, and we are going to go cruise down to the other end of the lake, and we're going to try to get a brook trout today. Something to eat, other than rice, Cliff Bars, trail mix, and pumpkin seeds. That's what my diet's consisted of the last couple days. I could use some fish in my diet. Mainly some brook trout in my diet. Last night, a lot was going on at the campsite. I mean, some beavers showed up on the water late at night. They were flapping their little tails around, making a lot of noise. A lot of loon activity for some reason last night as well. I don't know what was going on, but apparently there was a party going on, and Jacob and I didn't get invited to the party, so kind of sad. I know we're kind of newbies, Jacob, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the whole Wildcat Lake thing, so maybe they didn't want to invite us because we're like the new people, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of, you know what I mean, kind of disappointed we didn't get the invite. And maybe tonight will be a different story. Maybe if we provide them with brook trout and we show up and we have like some brook trout carcasses that we put on a rock for them that they're going to eat. I know you're saying, Nick, beavers don't eat meat, they're herbivores and things like that, but the seagulls would love to have a little bit of brook trout carcass to be able to nibble on and get their food from that. So hopefully we'll be able to take care of that. Today, if we don't catch a brook trout, that is fine. We could explore new things we haven't seen before in Wildcat Lake. So kind of an overcast day. Don't know if it's gonna rain. Rained a little bit this morning, but got some blue skies. Excuse me. I got some blue skies back there. I'll show you where we're heading. We're heading directly that way up there, and that's the other end of the lake. This is a beautiful lake. Like I say, my two favorite lakes are Old Woman Lake and Wildcat Lake that we've been on so far. This lake is a beauty. All right, we got a nice brook trout. That's what we were after. Trying to get one to be able to eat, and that's what we're after. It took us a while. That's a little fatty. That's a beautiful fish right there. Take a look at him. He's going on the stringer, so yeah, that's a nice fish. That's gonna be dinner tonight. So happy we were able to catch him here on Wildcat Lake. Yeah, awesome. Let's get him on the stringer, Jacob. All right, here we go. Guess what Jacob's got, guys? Go ahead and...
I've got dry socks.
He's got dry socks. Go ahead
I've got dry socks.
He's got dry socks.
My socks are dry.
And he's got dry socks today.
I've got dry socks.
Nice, guys. That's an amazing song. That's a dry sock song, and you can see on the horizon is some really bad weather, so we had to kind of cut fishing short. Is what we had to do, but that's okay because we got brook trout, and when you got brook trout, that's always a good thing. And it's a decent brook trout to be able to eat and to get into our fry pan. So Nick's just not a rice dinner guy tonight. He's gonna have some brook trout, and that's pretty amazing. Just take a look at this storm coming our way. Hopefully it's not coming our way. It's gonna miss us, but yeah, that's what we don't want to have hit us. And hopefully this completely misses us if we're lucky. Wind kicked up quite a bit, and it made fishing a little difficult, but it's good that we got a nice brookie.